What's up? Hello and welcome to the New Age Geeks channel. I hope audio is working, but we'll check in a minute. If you're new here, we're building an inclusive space for people of all walks of life through the power of friendship, magic, and tabletop role-playing games. I can hear the audio working on my cell phone, so we're good. Tonight we have Forging Fates, a sober D&D campaign set in the Critical Role world of Exandria, following our adventuring party, the Fists of Fate. What's up, Fists?
Hi, Joe.
What's up, guys? Just so you guys know, because I want to make everybody here aware, that the New Age Geeks includes more than just us up here on the screen. It relies on all of you wonderful geeks and your participation in this community that we are growing together. If you want to become one of the New Age Geeks, you can do it. It's really easy to do. Just make sure to join our Discord, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. And on all of those, you will find moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. And chat rooms with the cast and other members of this growing community. Remember, the best way to help us out. Sorry, words are hard. Best way to help us out is with engagement. So we'd greatly appreciate if you watch the videos all the way through. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that these platforms know to share us with everybody else. Beyond Twitch and YouTube, we also have content going up on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram, and on Threads. So if you're on those platforms, make sure to give us a follow for more geeky goodness.
Twitch Prime is free. If you already have Amazon Prime, that awards you a 1-month subscription to any channel on Twitch. Once per month, you need to go in and resubscribe to that channel at no additional cost. Just link your accounts and click subscribe with Prime on that channel. If you're feeling charitable, if you have some money burning a hole in your pocket, please subscribe on Twitch and YouTube, perhaps gift subscriptions to others, cheer using bits, donate via PayPal, check out our merch shop, subscribe to our Patreon, and if you feel especially generous and want to become a sponsor for the New Age Geeks, reach out to us via our Instagram page to begin those discussions.
Speaking of sponsors, if you enjoy the music we have going on here in Forging Fates, we highly recommend checking out the SonCraft bot. SonCraft bot allows you to play open source community selected music and soundscapes directly from your Discord server with just a few clicks. Whether you're playing with friends, streaming online, you can use the audio stress-free. With their pro level subscription, you get their playlist builder, shareable playlist codes, access to 40 plus music genres and 20 plus soundscape types, all for just $10 a month. But by using our referral code NAG, that's N-A-G, you get $3 off your subscription. You get $2 off your subscription for the first 3 months. All you need to do to get started is invite the SonCraft bot of your choosing into your server, then hit play and let SonCraft take care of the rest. That being said, it is post-Gen Con, everyone.
Holy shit.
It's finally over. That was a long, crazy couple days. We missed you last week for Forging Fates, but we are glad to be back. For everyone that we got to meet at Gen Con, it was amazing. Thank you so much for everyone that came up to us. We had so much fun meeting all you guys that were out there. Let's see. What am I forgetting already?
Next week?
Next week we have Forging Fates, we have QPD on Wednesday, and stay tuned for investigation check announcements as I start to get all those scheduled for the upcoming future.
And then, so meanwhile, Forging Fates is all we got going on this week. Make sure on Friday, the Crit Awards, they're still happening. They're just streaming it on their Twitch channel. It'll be this Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We were one of the finalists for Best Upcoming YouTube Channel, so we hope to see you guys there.
Okay. What else am I missing? Am I missing anything, everyone?
No.
We don't have Donald here tonight with us. He's going through some personal stuff, so he's going to be probably taking a little bit of a hiatus. So I'm not sure how long that will be, but just send him best wishes and we'll see when he's able to get back to us. That being said,
Donald,
let us dive into tonight's episode of Forging Fates.
Oh.
And we're back.
Love that animation so much.
It's so good.
Okay, so last week it was our pre-Gen Con episode, so a little bit of a short episode as the Fists finally departed Vasselheim in pursuit of Darius, the Grand Inquisitor who had stolen a shard of the Water Blade located underneath the Platinum Dragon Sanctuary in Vasselheim. As the Fists traversed the skies, conversations were had, the emotional interactions were had between some of the party members, Tristan and Finnick specifically, having a very emotional conversation, as did, I believe, Clover and Tristan had a conversation as well, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, that's a different game. That's what I said. But eventually, the team came about finding themselves down in the lower decks of the ship and in need of a little bit of respite. So, cards were dealt, fun was had. Clover ran the table, hustling the rest of her teammates, earning, I believe, a painting from Whisper was the main trophy that Clover won that she was very excited about. Clover also gave back some jewelry that had been taken from Lyringorn to Whisper. And as we kind of wrapped up last session, we arrived finally in the coastal city of Shamal Bay. Is there anything I'm missing? Anything important you can think of? That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, it was a pretty chill session last session.
Okay. So, let's get some appropriate music on here.
Didn't you also give one of us a ring of 3 wishes?
No, I don't believe that happened.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly certain.
Or like a staff of power?
I don't remember that, so we're gonna say no.
How many days has it been since the fight?
2.
Okay.
3.
3, that's why I said 3.
It's been 3 days since the fight.
3?
Cool.
I remember good.
I'm so
Sorry,
good
I
at this, you
actually
guys.
just looked at the calendar today.
I'm a professional. So,
We are
as
well-oiled machine.
nothing but the best. As your airship pulls out over the city proper, coming down from the north, already as you wake up this morning, the air is salty, the wind is warm against your face, and all the heavy layers of clothing you've had to wear over the last several days, just being north in Vasselheim, now you're sweltering. Just even the temperature difference is excruciating to your body as you are coming across down into this more tropic region. You pull out your airship gliding across the sky as you look down on this white pebbled beach of the Shamal Bay. You see the Lucidian Ocean below you, the eastern shores, the Suavane Islands laid out before you. You see the port of Shamal Bay just bustling with travelers and traders and sailors moving back and forth from the Menagerie Coast and other distant lands. You see the colorful buildings of turquoise, and each painted in different hues of the city laid out before you. You see the bits of coral kind of in the ocean, providing this almost natural barrier for this gulf. And you see the waters teeming with life. You see a pack of dolphins kind of diving, breaking the surface of the water a little bit out in front of you. And as your ship kind of begins to pull out and get ready to move in towards the dock, you see the whole pod of dolphins kind of pulls up in front of you now and starts keeping track with your ship as it begins to lower closer and closer to the water. You see the water pushing out from the force of the air being displaced by your ship as you slowly begin to lower and lower before landing in the water. You hear the sea salt air spray up into the air. That made sense.
Yeah.
And as you kind of begin to pull into the dock, You can smell the spices and the fish market that is just off the piers ahead of you. You hear the hustle and bustle of traders trying to negotiate terms just a little bit further ahead. You can smell the tropical fruits as they are brought out onto the stands in front of you, in front of your ship, rather. You hear the sound of waves crashing on the beach just a little bit north of you. You hear distant laughter and chatter of the townsfolk. And compared to Vasselheim, the energy of this city is just vastly different. And you feel yourself almost like a breath of fresh air come into your lungs as everything that you've gone through in Vasselheim is a little further away now. And while you are on a mission and you are chasing down someone actively, you can't help but feel that little bit of respite in this moment as the rest of those kind of worries fade away.
This is nice.
Did you see the dolphins?
Yeah.
I've never seen dolphins before.
I don't know if I have either.
As you have that conversation, you see Finian and Seraphina kind of getting the plank, the stairs, and kind of loading them off, dropping them down onto the pier below. As you hear the footsteps and you see coming down the dock this older human. Let me just get his information.
Suspicious.
You see this tall, imposing human man, about early 50s, this chiseled face, the kind of stern expression, deep set, stormy gray eyes, and this prominent scar across his left cheek. He's got this heavy blue captain's coat adorned with this gold trim, and he's got this large tricorn hat. It's kind of cocked to one side as he makes his way over to the ship. You see he's holding this stack of papers kind of bound in this leather case. This large feathered quill kind of poking out from the top of a pocket on his left breast. What's your business here? What's the name of your ship?
Our ship is called the Skyward Seraph.
And who's the captain of the ship? That would be me. As you see Alara kind of step forward. But I will defer to the proprietors of the vessel as we are here under their orders. She kind of turns towards you all. Well, what's your business here?
We are the Fist of Fate, and we are on a mission to apprehend a criminal who we believe has arrived here shortly before us.
Is there any sort of warrant for this criminal, or is this simply a personal vendetta that you have no official business doing?
He's stolen property of the Platinum Dragon's guard, and so we were sent here to retrieve it.
Do you have any sort of writ or note?
Do we have anything like that?
Did we get one?
I don't think we did.
As a member of the Platinum Guard, I'm the one who authorized this mission.
Well, I would like to see your credentials first, if possible. You can please step down onto the dock.
I think Goldie may be.
Oh, yeah, I let out a whistle and also have Goldie come out behind me.
You hear the sudden as Goldie kind of head snakes over your shoulder and looks down from the top of the ship. Oh, gee, you can't have that sort of creature here.
As Goldie rests his head on my shoulder, I just sort of give him little scritches, and I'm like, "Oh, he's fine. He listens to me."
I'm happy
Anyways.
that he listens to you, but I must insist that your your wyvern not depart your ship while you're here.
You are asking a wyvern rider to not ride the wyvern?
As long as they reside within our city, yes.
Okay.
Anyways.
Why?
It's a wyvern.
That is
Uh-huh.
trained.
You'll forgive
I feel
me
like
if
this
I
is going
don't
to be a
just...
racist port.
You... You'll forgive me if I just don't take your word for it.
Can I command Goldie to do a few tricks?
You can certainly try.
Sit, stay, roll over.
While
Do a
Finnick is
flip.
doing that, while Finnick is entertaining everyone, can Clover actually run down into the single bedroom of the ship and forge a warrant?
Oh, please.
It's going to take you a little bit to do that. Like
I
couple
do
minutes?
have the tools to do so.
Yeah, you could do it. It's going to take you a little bit longer than... They're going to have to distract for a little bit of time. That's all I'm saying. So go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your proficiency modifier.
Got it.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm just saying that they're not going to hurt anyone. They're not going to cause any harm to the city.
Roll me a...
Like-
first, roll me an animal handling check for getting Goldie to do a trick.
Oh, come on.
I mean, you just met Goldie.
It's fine. I'm gonna use a point of magical guidance to give myself advantage on this. And that's a natural 20.
All right.
Yeah.
The first one was a 2, so the second one is a natural 20. For a total of 21.
Okay. What tricks do you command Goldie to do?
I start with the basics, like sit, stay, roll over, and then I go like, all right, flip, and I'll like jump and soar up and do like a back flip, and then I'm trying to think of like, you know what, like dog shows when people like do
Mhm.
the tricks? I'm trying to think of what they do. I have all of us stand in a line and have Goldie weave back and forth.
All right, Clover, what'd you roll?
So I rolled a 16.
Okay. Okay. I thought there was more to that
So
sentence.
yeah, Clover went down into the ship and using her forgery kit, she pulled out some papers and a really nice quill and wrote, "The Frostfang Citadel gives permission to the Forging Fates. This includes Finnick Crissell, Gormrog, Whisper, and Clover Hexcomb, as well as Tristan Scalethorn. Liger, I'm sorry, did I say the wrong last name? To apprehend Darius Blackwood, a fugitive of our state." And then at the bottom, I have signed Citron with his signature that I have actually seen before.
Okay, cool. So
Love
you bring
that.
that
Hell
back
yeah.
up. You bring that back up to the deck of the ship. You feel pretty confident in your ability to forge this note, and you see Finnick with Goldie performing tricks on the deck of the ship still, as this guy is standing down on the pier like, what the hell am I watching?
Have you not had the Platinum Guard in your city before? That's all I'm saying.
Hello, my name is Clover Hexcomb, and I have a warrant from the Frostfang Citadel.
Where was this note before I had to watch all these? Anyways, bring it down here, please.
Did you not think it was cool? I thought it was cool.
It was impressive, yes, but still.
It is an explanation that we are who we are and that you can trust us. I don't understand why you're so antagonistic against
Do you
us.
understand how many people come through this port? I'm
No.
responsible for the
I
security
don't
of this
know, but
entire
honestly,
city.
it's so beautiful. I can understand why people would.
Exactly.
Sorry,
It's
what was your
because-
name?
My name is...
I apologize. I recognize that you are the Dockmaster. I see your official coat and hat and everything.
It's
but-
Captain Thorne.
Thorn.
Yes.
Hey, Captain. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. We are the Fists of Fate.
It's a
As she
pleasure to
said,
meet you.
Clover, Finnick, Whisper, Tristan, and I'm Gormrock.
As you kind of make your way down, Clover, he kind of takes the note from you, opens up this large folio, kind of places the note in it, and begins kind of scanning it. You see him kind of flipping back and forth. Roll. I'm gonna say, roll a deception check for me, at advantage.
Okay. At
At
advantage.
advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can give you guidance.
With sneak
I
attack.
already rolled. I rolled a 17 and then a 19. Plus, what did you say? Deception.
Yeah.
That is gonna be a 25
Hell yeah.
Did you add guidance?
plus guidance
A D4.
is
Minimum 26.
28.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
See,
There
you,
we go.
you see him kind of going through the note. Well, that everything seems to be in order, and you five will be able to enter the city based off the information you've shared with me and the information here. Unfortunately, I still cannot allow large, dangerous creatures just to freely walk through our city.
I understand. And I'll send Goldie back to the ship. Yeah, I know. Give him a little pat on the head before he leaves.
Scooches.
You're gonna regret
Um,
giving me a wyvern.
I regret nothing.
Out of my coat, from just like the back, cilantro is gonna crawl off my back out of my coat, and I'm gonna point to the ship, and he's gonna.
Okay. Well, I mean, your pseudo dragon was unnecessary, but I appreciate the willingness to cooperate.
Consider it a show of good faith.
Well, I appreciate that very much, sir. That being said, I don't have any records of a Darius making his way into our city.
No, you
What?
wouldn't.
The thing, he actually can change forms. So, have you had any?
What was the pseudonym he went by when you guys first met him?
Something that made us
Shaggy.
think of
Norville.
Shaggy.
Norville.
Norville.
Norville. Let me actually. That
And
does sound
and he
familiar.
was like an old man in that form.
Let me see.
Is anyone like next to me
Where are you?
at this moment? Well, with the group, but like, who would be standing right next to Whisper? Because I'm gonna whisper
I'll
to
do
you.
it. Yeah.
Okay. How do we know he isn't Darius?
We don't, and I am suspicious of him.
Oh shit. No, I forgot when I respect Finnick, I lost one of my spells. God damn it.
Mhm.
Fuck.
We do have.
Can I just insight check him?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
That is a 17.
As you kind of give him the once over, he is difficult to read, having been in this business for a long time. But nothing about him is giving any sort of like doesn't seem to be acting suspicious in any way.
Okay.
I do have a Norville that has passed through here about a few hours ago now.
That would be him.
Where did he go?
Very possibly, yeah.
His said he. Let me see. Let me bring up his.
Because we were only a few hours behind him, right?
Yeah.
They claimed that they were passing through to make their way down south further inland. They said that they would be staying at. They'd be stopping at the general store to pick up supplies, and then
Okay.
moving towards the inn before continuing down south.
Which inn?
Which inn, Jinx?
Let me see. The Salty Pearl is where they're going to be staying.
The what?
The Salty Pearl.
Salty Pearl.
Pearl.
Pearl. Oh shit!
When
I wish
you
I had a
say-
map right now.
When you say down south, is there a particular town or area down south that people frequent?
Let me bring up my map. They claimed to be headed towards, if my thing would zoom in. Yes, it says here. They were headed down towards the capital, Ankara.
Ankara.
Now I feel like it's our duty, sorry,
Mhm.
to let you know. Get it together. I feel like it's
Wait.
our responsibility to let you know that Norville's thing is that he tracks people via magical leeches.
Okay.
So as we leave, you might want to check yourself.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
If you don't want to check yourself, that's on you, buddy. That was
I just
12. I was a 12 persuasion.
Oh, leeches. Okay. Well, I'll be sure to keep an eye out for leeches. Thank you.
I just realized Finnick has been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Granted it's been a few years, but would I know my way around? Like my general way around this town?
Roll me a survival check. I'll say at advantage because you have been here before.
Let's go, another natural 20.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
you remember the city pretty well. You spent a good amount of time here. You enjoyed the city a lot while you were here, so you got a pretty good lay of the land. But eventually, you felt the need to move on just based off, whispers and rumors.
Yeah. Okay. Captain Thorne, is there anything else that you require of us, or are we free to enter the city?
There will be a docking fee of 1 gold per day. How long do you plan on staying?
I just hand
I'll
him
just
7 gold. Just to be
very well
safe.
for the week. Very well. Anything else I can assist you with? Are you bringing any sort of goods in for trade? We'll need to make sure those are accounted for.
Don't.
no, we just
plan
have
on-
travel supplies.
Very well. Very well.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy Shamal Bay. We welcome you.
I'm gonna turn to Captain Alara
Uh-huh.
and just really subtly just sign, keep an eye on him.
On the captain, on the deck,
On the dockmaster.
Dockmaster,
Yeah,
thank you.
Captain Thorne.
Okay. Okay. With that, he kind of slams his folio shut, tucks it back under his arm, dips his quill back into his pocket, and begins to make his way up the dock once more, leaving you standing there.
So we need to arrange passage to the south. We need to find a way to head to a general store, the Salty Pearl, and Ankarel.
Yes.
Do you think our best bet would be to hit the inn first?
I was
Solely
thinking
'cause
it
I don't-
would be- I was thinking that.
Just
Yeah, I don't
skip
know if
over the
someone-
general store altogether.
Well, have you ever spent hours in a general store?
Yes,
only
but
thing
I
we might
wasn't
get
exactly
from-
shopping.
The only thing we might get from a general store is insight. But if he was honest and was actually going to the Salty Pearl, then that's likely where we're gonna find him. Not that he's known for being honest.
That's fair.
I think that we do have to go get a rope at the general store.
I have rope. But
I also
the-
have rope.
to the Salty Pearl.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Very well.
I know that we're like on this super serious journey to hunt this guy down, and it feels like super intense. But it's kind of cool here. And I feel a little guilty feeling like I want to have fun, right?
No, I completely
mean-
get it.
I've never really been to like a seaside town before. I grew up in the valley, so this is incredible.
It's got something to it. I'll give it that much. Makes you want to relax.
Yeah.
It makes me want to like party. Not really relax, but sure.
You know, spend a day at
Least-
the beach.
You guys
Do
are
they
all
have any
still
monster
sweating,
fighting
by the
guilds
way.
here? Huh?
What'd you say, Joe?
You guys are all still pumping sweat, by the way.
Great.
Yeah.
What do you
That kinda
mean?
happens
I'm
when
gonna-
you wear armor.
Oh,
we need to change clothes.
oh.
Well,
Yeah, honestly,
you-
Gormrod, you kind of smell. Sorry. Just being honest.
Yeah, fair enough. So maybe the general store would be good for clothes.
I have clothes.
Yeah, I mean, I've got
I don't think
clothes.
we need the store.
I mean, I'm gonna be sweating in this armor anyways.
You.
Let's go to the inn,
Okay.
see if Blackwood
Yeah.
is checked in, and clean ourselves up.
Yeah.
Eat some food.
Okay.
Local food.
I bet they have really good seafood.
Yeah.
I'm
So.
excited about that for you.
Been a while since I had good seafood.
I don't know if I've ever had seafood.
Hey, you grew up in the mountains.
That doesn't. Yeah, but I didn't have seafood. We also didn't eat meat where I grew up, or at least my family didn't. So
Is that why
Huh.
you're so interested in trying every kind of meat you can?
it's really good, and I think my family was dumb. Sorry, Clover, I didn't mean that. I just.
Yeah.
I
Um,
mean, it's just
Whisper-
a little weird for me to eat another animal. It makes me feel like a cannibal.
Whisper thinks
makes
of
sense.
eating the frog person.
Yeah.
Whisper. This might be, like, how long exactly did you live in Lyringorn? Like, how long were you away from your family?
I wasn't away
Well-
that long when we met up.
But how long were you in Lyringorn then?
My life.
How old are you?
I don't think I've ever asked you how old you are.
Elf to human conversion, the equivalent of 19 years. Human.
So 190 years old?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't think
I
I've
don't-
ever met a
I don't think
190
it's
year
that
old
much.
before.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
I think it's more like
I
90.
don't know the conversion. Sure.
I always thought it was just like 10 years per.
No, I'm pretty sure you come of age at 100 if you're an elf. Like, that's when
Oh,
they're
no.
an adult.
Well, I'm an adult.
So you're like 120 12.
Yeah, sure. Go with that.
Can I
Little over
imagine
100,
that you're
yes.
walking to the inn as we're having this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was assuming
100%.
that the whole
Okay.
time.
Okay. As you guys
But-
begin to walk into the city proper, let me just give this description, and you guys can continue on. You're walking through, and as just coming out from the pier onto the dock, the main dock, there are hauls of fish being brought up from the boats onto the dock, traded to stands that are right there, buying in bulk, and you see runners loading them onto carts and darting down the street to the various carts that you see ahead of you, the various shops you see ahead of you down the wide street of Shamal Bay. You see the fish are a variety of colors, between blues and yellows, and these gorgeous orange colors, to all different shapes and sizes. You hear above you the sound of seabirds cawing atop as they try and find their next meal, as they kind of hop across on the top of these stands before sneakily diving down as one of the fishermen turns his back, stealing this giant, large-mouthed fish that is far too big for this bird. You see the fisherman kind of angrily turn and start swatting at the bird, but it pulls away with its quarry.
That's a strong bird. Damn.
Uh,
On a mission.
as you begin to make your way down the street, the shops turn from more of this like I don't want to say industrial, this like fish market, fishmonger style, to this more, as you enter into the city more, it's extravagant. There's beautiful colors on every sign. The smells waft out from every shop. There's smells of cooked meats. There's smells of fresh fruits being openly cut open, being actively cut open, juiced as their cups being laid out on stands for people to come drop their coin for and take. You could actually smell at one stand as they juice one of these large like melons. You're not quite sure exactly what it is, as it's this like purple and green melon. He juices it into this cup, cutting out a bit of the melon. He kind of jams it onto the edge of the cup, and you see him spread this red like powder around the top of it. You could smell the spice coming from the powder.
Ooh.
Can we?
Juices! I want the juice!
It's got the juice.
That's exactly where my mind went.
I'm down to try it. Absolutely.
You're gonna
I
make
would
sure,
like to go up to the juice person.
The juicer.
as you kind of make your way over, it's a little bit older woman. She's kind of got this olive skin tone to her. Her hair is like this stark blonde and white that kind of ties back behind her head, and the dichotomy of it, the two different colors, is beautiful, as her eyes have this almost purple sheen to them. Well, what can I get for you?
I've never seen this fruit before.
Oh, this is the honey nectar fruit.
It's honey nectar. I want one, please. How
Sure,
much?
two copper.
Okay. I hand over my 2 copper.
Usually make your exchanges. She kind of hands you a cup, and as you grab it, you can smell the spice of the rim, like real life connection. It smells like tahini.
Yes. Love tahini.
My favorite.
And as you sip it, it does taste like this sweet, like fruity honey. And then the kick of the spice, it's just, oh. And then you take a little bit of bite of the fruit, and the fruit has got this wonderful fleshy mouthfeel to it. And it's really nice. Really good drink.
This is amazing.
I absolutely will take one.
Okay.
And then I'll pay for Whispers and Gormrogs if he wants it.
I'll take it, but
Yes, I'm down to try.
Gormrog's a little on edge right now,
Okay.
so just thank you.
Of course. And then I'm just gonna whisper to Gormrog. I know we're on business, but I think you still owe me that date.
I do. and there's still star spawn to hunt down.
I know. I just maybe wanted to give you something else to think about.
Gormrod, do you like the juice?
Huh? Yep. I like it, the juice.
Whisper. What's up?
That's sour. Yeah.
Really? Are we drinking
Well,
the
So
same?
like little powder stuff. It's good.
It's got a kick to it.
Oh god. Anyways. No.
Not the episode you were expecting.
We always
Is there
come back
any-
to food somehow.
Listen,
Mhm.
we came to a port town. I was like,
Forcing
I know
food.
these motherfuckers are gonna want to see food, so I came up with some food.
Yeah, we're gonna want to see some seafood,
Yes, I figured.
but yeah.
All right. So, as you guys continue on, you know that the Salty Pearl is not far from the port. It's the local inn that houses most of the nautical individuals that make their way into the city, whether they be captains, any of the ship hands that are docking here for the night, from charter vessels, or any of the other ships that come through the port. This is typically where a lot of those ships will, those ships' crews will go to for an evening's respite.
You really like that word today.
Fucking great word, son, especially when you roll it. Respite. So,
Respite.
as you kind of make your way up, already you see the sign of hanging in front. And Finnick, you know the sign well. You've stayed here several times during your stay at Shamal Bay. You can hear already inside the lively sounds of people celebrating, people enjoying this already beautiful day. And it is still early, but you can hear revelry already coming out. You hear a bard playing some from the rear of the inn, and it's just flowing out onto the street. Out front, there are several tables already filled with guests. There are meats laid out across each of the tables with large drinks in everyone's hand. You can see this. It looks like a raspberry almost tea in each of their cups. You can see through the glass, and that also does surprise you as well. It is actual glassware here, something that you've never really seen before for most of you. But you can see the tea inside each of their cups as they kind of drink them, and you can see the smell of the tea kind of wash over each of them as they drink. Out front, there's people singing shanties, trying to match the cadence of the bard inside. But as you kind of walk up and turn, you look inside of the Salty Pearl, and you see, for you, Finnick, a familiar sight. You see a woman in her late 40s, sun-kissed skin, silver, though much more silver than you remember, streaked auburn hair, this warm, like weathered smile as she kind of is dancing almost behind the countertop, serving people their drinks and bringing them food. You see several other people working there, though none of them look necessarily familiar to you. You do not recognize this as Mira Salson.
Yeah, I'm gonna be just gonna sort of like gesture to the rest of the group. It's like, I'm gonna go talk to Mira real quick, old friend. Oh yeah, fun fact, I've been here before. But then I can get us a table, some drinks, and we can order some food as well.
Well, okay. Well, don't forget to ask Mira about Darius.
I won't, I promise.
Speaking of, can I get a quick look around and see if I see a familiar old man?
Roll.
Clover
Guidance.
is around as well.
Sure, go ahead and either both of you roll perception checks or one of you roll at advantage.
We can look in different areas. Do you want to look inside and I'll look outside?
Sure.
I'll give Gormrog guidance.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, that is. Perception is +3. That makes that a 16 plus 3 for guidance, which is 19.
Okay. And what about you, Clover?
18.
18. Okay. As the pair of you look around, there's a lot of people here. It is not easy to kind of separate people from the crowd. You do see several old men sprinkled through the crowd. None of them are necessarily like triggering some memory for you.
None of them look like Norville.
None of them necessarily look a ton like Norville, I'll say.
And no Darius, obviously.
Right. What's up, Whisper?
Do I feel? Bzzz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is ahead and up.
So, like
There-
close
there-
enough that I
there
feel
is
like
a-
it's like
There is a
I
second
forgot
floor.
you could do that.
There is a second
Same.
floor to the Salty Pearl, so it feels like it's up there.
Do you
I'm
guys
gonna
think that
whisper.
Do you guys think that we should disguise ourselves?
What are you pointing up for?
Think
What are
she
we looking
means
for?
What's his
Blade?
face?
upstairs.
Oh,
Thought you were the smart one.
At least you're pretty.
Thought you were over talking to your friend.
And then I walk away to go talk to Mira.
Okay. As you make your way in, you kind of doing your best to kind of navigate through the crowd. And it's not easy. There are a lot of people here, and the place is already bustling with activity. You kind of make your way over towards the countertop, and you see Mira kind of helping one customer before she kind of turns and begins to make her way over towards you, not even recognizing you at first, just going up to help another patron before you suddenly see the recognition like hit her like a lightning bolt. Mira, that's Mira. Finnick, that's not you, is it?
Oh, I think it is.
Oh God, you're looking fabulous, dear. Come on, come give me a hug, dear. Kind of
Clunk over
reaches
in the
over
armor.
and- Oh, you've grown up so much. How long's it been?
A couple of years, maybe.
Well, you're looking
But-
fabulous. What brings you back to Shamal?
Business. Actually, I found a semi-stable gig,
Oh, that's good.
if you want to call it that.
I hope it's not too dangerous.
Well, when has that ever stopped me before?
That's fair. You've always been pretty good with the blade.
Meh.
Oh, good
I've
enough.
changed a bit since I last saw you, but
Yeah? Tell me all about it. What can I get you? Do you want something to eat? On the house, what can I get you?
I'm actually here with some friends, so I was hoping we could get a table as well as refreshments.
Of course, of course. Hey, Daddy, get up. I've got friends coming in to sit down. You've been sitting there for too long without ordering a drink. Get up. You see this kind of like older dwarven sailor. He's got like his head's bald with just this like U-shaped ring that's gray and it's thin and braided at the sides. His beard is long, incredibly long, but just gray and dirty and braided in front of him. Oh no, well, you can't get good service anywhere. Gets up and begins to move his way out. Go ahead, Finnick. Just take the seat. I'll have someone bring over some chairs for you.
Awesome. Thank you. Also, just a quick question. I heard that somebody I used to know was here as well. Did you meet anybody named Norville?
I don't think I've had anyone check in under that name. I mean, we get a lot of people, unfortunately, Finnick. I only really remember the memorable ones.
He's a really old man. I did a couple jobs with him, so I was just hoping if you've seen him.
I had a crew take a room not too long ago, but they didn't. There's no old men among them.
What did they look like? Because I know he was with a few people.
Well, we had a man, probably a little bit older than me, attractive, dark hair, They had a woman with him, reddish hair, kind of well built. There was a turtle actually they were traveling with. I don't get many of them that come through here.
Why, Joe? Why do these sound familiar? I feel like I've heard these descriptions before. Are these ringing any bells?
I don't think so.
Shit. I'm just trying to remember. But we've
Well,
met so
one-
many people.
Dark-haired man is Dorian. A turtle would be Toby. The redhead is
Talia.
Talia.
Just missing a sea elf and a purple tiefling. Anyways.
How funny you
Um,
should mention.
Well, if you hear or see anything, just let me know.
Okay, of course, Finnick.
Or maybe anything under the name Blackwood.
Black. I think we do. Yes, that's the name of the crew that checked in.
Gotcha. You wouldn't be able to give me their room number, would you?
Yeah, he's up on the second floor.
Dangerous.
They were in room 2 they took.
Okay. And we actually might need a room, but I'll get back to you on that.
Of course.
But yeah, it was so good seeing you. I will definitely say, I will come and see you again before we leave.
Of course, I'll bring some food over for you. Like I said, all in the house, Finnick. Happy to see you again. I'm glad you're doing good for yourself.
You're too sweet. Well, at least business is popping off for you.
Oh, been better than ever.
I can tell. And then I'll sort of motion over to the group, to the table that we got.
Okay.
I'm walking over very slowly. I'm keeping my eyes wide open for any sign of Norville coming downstairs. And as I reach to Finnick and the table, I am gonna whisper in my quietest voice, I really don't feel comfortable just sitting here and eating, knowing that he's upstairs.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, he's got a couple others with him too.
What do you mean?
In total, she said there was a man in his late 50s, dark hair. There was a woman with red hair, and then also a turtle.
Given the shapeshifting nature, it could be any of them.
Right.
Finnick, are you
But
able to do that thing you did back in Western where you could kind of like read their thoughts?
I don't know if I can. Whatever I did when I took the oath sort of got rid of the psychic thing.
Okay. I think as far as I go, like after we eat and get some energy back, I want to at least disguise myself.
Yeah,
And
whatever makes you comfortable.
yeah. Okay.
And then like when we're sitting at the table, I will sort of position myself between like Clover and the way upstairs. So that way, like if she's watching and notices something, I'm like in between them. But also I will like put like when I'll point up to the room and then I'll do like a little, they're in room number 2.
In short order, several trays of fruit are brought out to you. There's this wonderful, like, breaded fish meal that kind of has this lemony citrus scent with a little bit of garlic smell to it. There's this freshly cut bits of this red fish. You're not quite sure exactly what it is. That kind of sits on this bed of rice with this little bit of green sauce kind of drizzled across the top of it. There's a whole fish that's kind of wrapped in this parchment paper almost, that kind of, as they cut it open at the table, it lets out all this steam, and you see this gorgeous fish that's inside of it. And you can, it hits your face like this wonderful aromatic scent. There is a small tray of melons and berries and other fruits that are kind of cut up and placed in a bowl for you, as well as several other kind of dishes that are brought out for you to enjoy, as are a few of the raspberry teas that are laid out all in front of all of you.
Thank you very much.
That's my pleasure. Anything for my girl Finnick. A pleasure to meet you, by the way. My name is oh, jeez, excuse me.
What a name.
My name is
This
Myra.
is Myra.
Nice to meet you.
How do you two know each other?
I spent a lot of time in here and was one of Mira's top patrons here for a while.
Were you telling me the truth when you said you've never seen dolphins before?
That part, yes. That or I was not paying attention at all. But when I was here, I just mostly took odd end jobs just to sort of scrape by. I'm pretty sure I've worked a few shifts with Mira. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. So
Yeah.
That's really
Mira.
cool. I didn't know that about you, Finnick.
Yes, dear.
You got any of that like red powder thing
Oh,
that they put in the juice?
the spice that they have down at the street. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can get a bottle for you if you'd like.
Yeah.
Sure. Let me give me a little bit. I'll go get it. I'll have one of my boys run down and grab a bottle for you.
A whole bottle.
Yeah. Well, best to leave here with a souvenir, right? Why else come to Shimar Bay?
You got any tartar sauce?
I'm sure I can whip something up for you if you'd like.
Tartar
Appreciate you.
sauce.
Oh, tartar sauce.
I didn't actually get your name, dear.
Oh, sorry. I'm Gomrog.
Gormrock, it's a pleasure. I hope you're taking care of my girl Finnick.
Oh,
Doing my
he
best.
is.
You see her attention
Clover.
kind of turn towards you. And what was your name, dear?
Oh, my name's Clover, but don't tell anyone.
Okay, I'll make sure not to tell no one. How exactly is he taking care of her? And you see her kind of like shift over towards you,
Myra.
looking towards Finnick, and you see this big smile kind of start to spread across her face.
Well, they save each other a lot when we're fighting. They slept in each other's room a few nights ago. Wait,
Wow.
I don't know if I was supposed to tell you that. I think
I'm
he's gonna
happy
take
for
her
you.
on a date.
Really? Oh, Finnick, I'm so happy for you. She kind of
Finnick is just like completely red in the face.
she gets up.
Yeah, Gomrog is a very dark green.
I've
Oh,
never
and this
seen
this
I've never seen transparent cups like this before. They're so beautiful.
Oh, well, they make it with the sands down in the south.
Wow. Cool.
also this is Whisper, by the way.
Oh, that's not my name.
What?
And I say, I'm looking for it, but I say not Malice, but I came up with another alias name. So I say
Oh.
that, and I'll tell you it when I find it.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I don't introduce Whisper.
It's even funnier if you do introduce me like that, and I say that's not my name.
Okay. Not
That's
changing
not my
anything.
name.
Yeah, yeah.
Did they call you like banana or something at one point?
We've
that
had
was
a few.
that was one of them.
The elf of many
Anyways.
names.
Okay, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, not Whisper. Finnick, I'm happy for you. Let me go send one of my boys off to get the spice for your friend here, and we'll enjoy your lunch. And she kinda
Thank
makes her
you
way off.
again so much.
Have fun with him. He's cute.
Jesus Christ.
My
Okay.
eyes are now fixed on the stairs leading to the second floor. hyper focused, no longer concerned with food or people. Just everything else just got shut out.
Anyways, so 3 people upstairs. Hopefully that's it. How do we want to tackle this?
Explosives.
No, not after Westron. We can't lose any more innocent people.
Okay.
Ideally, as little property damage as possible. I know it's kind of inevitable, but
I think that the best case scenario would be if we could rent a room right next to them.
I mean, I could talk to her, see what they have available. But
then at least we'd know when they're in and out, and maybe more depending on how thin the walls are.
Yeah.
I could also be like a spider.
You could be a spider.
But I can't
That's a
talk
great
when I'm a
idea.
spider, so like if I get smushed, I'll just be an elf again. And then I'll be trapped.
Yeah, I can't really transform
But you-
myself.
Could you be a fly?
Can I be a fly?
Can you do flying creatures yet?
Yeah, I can do everything.
Yeah, so that's
No.
fine then.
Yeah, I could. I'd be very weak as a fly. That makes me nervous.
Oh, I don't want you to be nervous.
I like the like furry things a little bit better than the non-furry things. Though the snake was fun, but that was giant, so
It still amazes me how you can do that.
yeah, me too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I don't understand what's happening.
I grew up with druids, so I've seen it for a really long time. I wanted to be able to do that, but it just wasn't in my cards. But I think it's really impressive. So I guess next time Myra comes back, you can ask her about getting a room next door.
I still have a
I
question.
can see what rooms.
Because I can sense, I think I asked this before, but I think we never really figured it out. But I can sense them, obviously, like bzz, through the blade. But
Oh, if it's two
you think they can
ways.
sense me too? Yeah, like maybe they already know
'Cause that-
we're here.
Well, because
Only
Sammy
if
and
he has
Raynor,
pieces.
that's how.
He doesn't have the whole blade. He only has a piece of it.
Oh, guess I have two.
But-
But
The
Do we
thing
know
is like
that?
Whisper only has. Well, isn't that how Sammy and Raynor found us? Because they sensed that Whisper had a piece of the Nox blade.
But aren't they already attuned to a sword?
Yeah. Speaking of, didn't we leave before Sammy came to Vasselheim?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I'm
We warned
regretting
them.
that decision. But
But only because Whisper sensed that they were still 2 to 3 days away. So this is a rush mission. We have to hurry. We don't have the week that we spent to stay at the dock. We have today and maybe tomorrow.
That was just a precautionary measure. I didn't plan on an entire week here.
Honestly, we should just go into that room, sword blazing, and take care of business once and for all.
I'm tempted.
We don't really have time to sit around and wait for them to come to us.
it is,
Well-
yes, it is not like me to ask this, but maybe should we capture before we kill? Because maybe there's more like him.
Well, because him and Valeria were like the top rank.
Do we know that?
Yeah. As far
killed
as
her.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Well, because Darius is the Grand Inquisitor and Valeria was one step above him.
But
So-
what if there's a step up there too? That we don't
Step
know.
I think
above
that
that
just
was the
takes
Chained
us
Oblivion.
the big guy, yeah. Well, once
Well, then we
Myra
go in and we kill.
once Myra gets back, I can ask about what rooms are available, and if there's one right next to them, we can take it. And then we attack?
I don't
We
think
have
that's
to.
necessary. I think I'm with Clover. We just go in. I'm tempted to
Kind of
just
what
knock on the door.
But should we get people out of here before we do that?
That's exactly what I was going to say. We've encountered people who have set buildings with explosives before. We can't risk all of these people. What if it's a trap? You know, what if he does know that Whisper can feel him and he's expecting us? I do want to go in there weapons blazing, but not until we know it's safe.
Does anyone have an idea for causing a scene to get people out?
I think we could just turn to Mira for that. Mira?
Mira? Yeah. Where is she at? Is she on her way back?
She's behind the counter still. She's kind of handling other customers at the moment. Like she said she was sending someone, so that she's
Yeah,
probably just waiting.
I'm gonna get up and I'm going to walk over to that countertop and just sort of motion for Mira.
Everything okay, Finnick?
We kind of have a personal emergency, and it's best if everybody leaves.
With all due respect, Finnick, I'm gonna need a little bit more information than that.
We recently discovered that one of the people that I was asking about plans on possibly wrecking your tavern, so it would be best if we go deal with that and you get everybody out. Like
Roll-
now.
Roll a deception check for me.
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Thank God. That is a 24.
You're asking a lot from me, Finnick. I mean, as you can see,
I can help you get people
business-
out, but we just can't.
Yeah, but you're gonna
Let
cost
them
me
know
a
we're
lot
onto
of
them.
money here.
I can make up
Much.
for it, I promise. I promised you I can make up for it.
All right. I don't know how to make it quiet as I get all these people out, but
Is there anything
Hmm.
else going on in town that people are excited for, interested in? Something.
I mean, there's always something going on.
Um,
Clover, do you want to sneak upstairs with me and
I
maybe
do,
listen
but
at
I
the
also
door?
just got a great idea. Tristan has been like incredibly playing his flute lately. Could you, Tristan, go be a distraction outside and maybe try to get some listeners?
I can certainly try. You don't want me to help fight them?
I didn't even know he was in this session. So, I don't know.
All right, I'll go distract people and then I'll come back.
Oh.
If Whisper and Gormrog also think that's a good idea, I'm impulsive.
I kind of just thought of something. I guess I just sort of look to Mira, and I will put like 50 platinum down and push it towards her. This is to make up for it. And it's kind of a stupid idea, but I'm just gonna turn to everybody's like, guys, you gotta go see the massive thing they pulled out of the water. It's fucking huge. It's like record breaking out there.
Roll a deception check for me. At disadvantage, because it just...
I swear that thing might be part dragon. Even with disadvantage, that's still an 18.
You see a couple people, like, attention turned towards you, and you see them, like, look out towards the water. All
It's
right.
right there.
All right.
I thought it was further in the fucking city.
A couple of people get up and, like, start to make their way out of the tavern, the inn. As a couple more people start
If
to
only I
follow.
could telepathically communicate with Goldie to go cause a fucking scene. But that wouldn't have been a good idea either. No pressure.
I suppose while Phoenix figuring that out, Gormrog, I would like to go sneak upstairs.
Yeah. So,
What was your plan?
mind?
What was your plan? I got distracted by the fish.
sneak upstairs, listen at the door.
Okay. Can
I'd
you,
like-
you guys do that as I put more powder all over my fish?
Yes.
You guys do your thing. I need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Alright.
so Clover's gonna go ahead and quietly walk upstairs, again keeping an eye out to perhaps hear if a door opens, just so that she's not surprised if he shows up, but she's walking upstairs.
Okay.
I'm
Roll-
also sneaking upstairs.
all right, both of you roll stealth checks for me.
Let's go. That's gonna be a 31 stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
gone.
I was excited because I rolled a 14 and I have a +7. But damn.
Okay.
19, baby.
Hell yeah.
So the pair of you make your way upstairs, doing your best to keep quiet and do a pretty good job keeping to the sides of the stairs so nothing creaks as you walk up. And the sounds from below are masking pretty much all of your footfalls as well. You kind of come up and round the corner of the staircase that kind of loops up and around, and you face now a hallway. You see two doors on either side, and then at the end of the hallway you see it splits off into two separate directions.
Are they doors numbered?
As you kind of make your way forward, you do see that they are in fact numbered.
Looking for door number 2.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Door number 2, it is the second door on the right-hand side, and easy enough for you to find.
Yeah, my back's against the wall. I'm moving slowly, and I'm just gonna put my ear right up against the door.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
I'm keeping a lookout.
Roll a perception
Yeah,
check for me
I'm
as well,
rolling
Lorna.
it decent tonight. That's gonna be a 26.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that one. Okay, that's not a natural 1, so it's very much better. But that's only a total of 12.
Okay. With a 12, it's kind of hard to hear inside of these rooms, especially with the commotion going on downstairs, and your blood kind of pumping in your ears now as you're drawing closer and closer to this threat that you know is close.
Yeah.
But Clover, your impressive hearing comes through once again as you can hear the slight shuffling of footsteps inside the room. You hear also around you, the people in the other rooms around. You hear like someone in one room just kind of coughing. Based off what you rolled, you can tell that there is someone in room 2, but there's also people in rooms 1, 6, and 7.
I suppose I'm listening. I'm listening for two things right off the bat. I'd like to listen for the ticking of explosives.
Okay.
I think at this point we would know what that sounds like.
Yep, you don't hear any.
And I
You
would
don't
like
hear
to
that.
listen. And I would like to listen for voices.
Okay, you don't hear
The voices.
you don't hear any ticking, or actually, you don't hear any, and also you don't hear anyone speaking.
Wow.
So everybody's alone in the rooms.
They split up.
I'm just going to look at Gormrog and just shake my head. I'll point to each room as if to indicate that there are people inside, but I'm not getting anything.
Okay. I'm gonna. Room 6 and 7, Joe. Are
Mhm.
they like across the hall, or are they down the hall?
They are across the hall from 1 and 2. So it's
Okay.
1, 2. Then you're assuming that there's other rooms down where that splits
Right. 3,
around,
4,
and then
5.
6 and 7 are on your left hand side.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna knock on the door gently for room 7.
Okay. Who is it?
And voice is that?
Sounds like some woman's voice.
Woman's voice. Possibly a redheaded woman.
It's hard to tell hair color by voice. Like, never mind.
No, but I'm just. There is a woman on their crew, so that was for me. I'm just gonna say I'm with the inn. I'm here to get everybody out. There's a problem downstairs. People need to leave for your safety. Please make your way to the front door.
Roll a deception check for me.
Deception?
Mm-hmm.
This thing would scroll. +2 makes that a 19.
Kind of see the door crack open. You see a woman's face kind of poke through. Pretty weathered face. You see this half of her head is shaved, and on the other half you see this bright red swash of hair kind of draped down across her face. The door kind of opens a little bit more. Are you sure it's okay to evacuate?
What's your name?
What's your name? You said what does it matter what my name is?
My name's Glumrog. I'm here to get everybody to safety.
What's your passive perception?
Not great. Passive perception 13.
As you hear, probably too late, as the door swings open, you hear the dragging of this heavy hammer across the floor as she swings up through the now open doorway straight towards your chest. You're able to just dodge back out of the way just in time as it kind of slams into the top of the door frame, ripping out a heavy chunk of wood. You see her body crack as her skin bulges outwards. What's up, Finnick?
Do I hear the hammer hit the door?
Yeah, we'll get there in 2 seconds.
Okay.
You see her body swell before her skin rips across her entire body as you see this orange reddish fur begin to push out from beneath. So her body begins to swell, filling up the entire door frame. Her jaw extends outwards, turning into almost this bear-like face as it rips through skin. You see her, she just reaches up and rips off the remaining bits of skin from her face as this now 6 foot plus tall werebear stands in front of you.
Can I shoot it?
That's where we're gonna go to break.
Shit.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, it's fine.
Yep. Just another day.
Yup.
Okay. All right, we will be right back. Probably about 10 minutes for our break, then we're gonna dive into combat.
Yeah.
Love you, geeks. We'll be right back. And we are back, everyone. I think this is a new scene,
Hello.
so everything should be working. It appears to be. I love it. Everything works. Okay. So, as you are attacked, Gormrug, I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, golly
Am I
gee
able to do
willikers.
one thing
Yeah,
before initiative?
What is
Because
it?
when I heard that slam upstairs, I would have subtle spell firebolt and just started screaming fire to
Okay,
get everybody out.
that's fine. I'll say between the crash and the sudden explosion of fire, the people start standing up and like actively begin to move out.
And then I just look at Mira and I go, I'm so sorry. I
She
will
looks at
pay
you
for
like-
this.
All right, Gormark, what's your roll?
Oh, shit.
6.
Clover,
16.
Whisper,
15, but I'm downstairs.
Yep, it's gonna take a turn for you to get upstairs. Just one round for you to get upstairs. Tristan is not going, and Finnick. Okay.
Finnick continues her shitty initiative streak.
What'd you get?
Agree.
Oh, wow.
I don't think she's only rolled well in initiative once.
Oh boy.
All
I
right.
didn't roll great.
It's okay. The healer goes last, right? That's the plan.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
Try and get my thing up here. All right. Cool. So,
I blame Hunter. It was his dice that I used.
starting off
How dare you, Hunter?
at the top. Gormrog, you hear a door open up behind you. How's my sound? Because I'm a little further from the mic now.
Yeah, you're a little quiet.
You're slightly quieter.
Okay. Is this any better, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
better, yeah.
much.
Okay. Gormrog, you hear a door open up behind you as suddenly a person who you've never seen before, a tiefling woman, grayish skin, blue hair, horns that kind of curl around her ears, pops out wearing this leather corset with this white blouse underneath. She pulls out a long sword, and she's going to go ahead and she pulls out a longsword and a crossbow, a hand crossbow in one hand, and she's going to go ahead and attack you twice. That first one is a 19 plus 5. So the longsword, that'll hit, right?
I have an armor class of 16,
Yeah.
dude.
And then she slashes at you one time with the longsword before bringing up the hand crossbow and poof, shooting a round directly into your back. But it goes wide and jams, and the arrow kind of poof, explodes in the crossbow and shoots everywhere. So you are going to take 7 slashing damage.
All right.
That is going to end her turn, though.
All right.
Next up is Clover.
Yeah, I guess I don't have eyes on the creature that opened the door that Gormrog knocked on, but to hit or to shoot, that is the question. I'm gonna go ahead, just to get some advantage, and use my crossbow and shoot the tiefling with steady aim.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh, I'm glad that I did that. That's gonna be a 30 to hit. as
That'll
opposed
definitely
to
hit.
what would have been an 18.
Hell yeah.
What's my sneak attack? 6 or 4?
Next up is Whisper. You're going to be up.
Mm-hmm.
11, 14, 17, 20 plus. That's 25 damage.
Okay. Your arrow slams directly into their shoulder, and you see it dislocate just with the sheer force of it. And as she kind of reaches up, you see her head turns, she kind of reaches out, pulls the arrow out. You see these black tendrils kind of push out from the wound and grab onto the shoulder and click it back into place. And as she kind of turns towards you, you see underneath the skin of her face something trailing underneath. In her eyes, roll me an insight check.
Okay. Not my strongest suit, but that's a 7
Okay.
on insight.
You see a pained look in her eyes, but whether that be from the arrow, you're not sure. Anything else you want to do? You want to move at all?
I cannot. I used steady aim.
Oh, yep, you're right. All right, so that ends your turn.
It does.
Okay, next up is my buddy.
That's not me.
No, you're the next up as far as player. You're next up for players, but our friend here is going to go next, and he's going to step out of the room behind you, Clover.
Who's that?
You see Darius exit.
Oh, this motherfucker.
And he's going to just turn and walk back towards this wall. You see him begin to mutter some incantation, but he seems to be holding it for the moment. Whisper, you're up.
So I hear like boom.
You hear a
from
loud
upstairs.
smash up above you,
Okay.
and you see Finnick light a fire and tell people to run.
All right. I'm guessing this is the signal. I'm guessing they found them. So I push the lemon fish. I didn't really like that one. Push that one on the table. I throw the other fish that was like wrapped up that I covered in tahini into my pouch, and I run upstairs.
Okay. Spend your full turn and action to run to the top of the stairs, and you do come out on the top of the staircase, and you look down the hall. You see a tiefling woman, Gormrog, a large bear person in a doorframe with a big hammer.
Wow.
You see Clover, and then at the very end of the hall, you see Darius. But that does end your turn.
Yeah.
Next up is another one of our buddies. You, Clover, you hear another door open down the end of the hallway.
Okay.
And I will say you see the briefest hint of some dark green turtle-like humanoid. His head kind of stretching out on this long neck, this snapper turtle-esque mouth kind of like leering around the corner towards you.
Okay.
You are going to have half cover from this. But he is going to go ahead and shoot 2 bits of magic towards you. First one, you see this bluish, almost electricity zap out towards you. That is a 18 to hit.
That is my armor class.
Okay, so that doesn't hit because of the half cover. I think that gives you what, plus 2? I don't have my thing in front of me right now. Either way.
Okay.
Next, you see a red, fiery styled energy blast shoot towards you. That is a 19 to hit. So that also will miss. Okay. That is going to end his turn. It is our bear friend's turn now. Gormrog, you're up next, and then Finnick. The bear is going to go ahead and just unload on you, Gormrog. It's going to attack you twice with its hammer. That is a 16 to hit on the first one. And a 14 to hit on the second one.
That one doesn't hit.
Okay, so 1 hit. That is 12 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
And as you stand face to face with this creature, you see even under the fur, you can see things crawling beneath the skin, like wrapping around the eyes. You see it actually come out, leap across the surface of their eye before diving back into the flesh. Roll an insight check for me.
Insight 12.
Okay. You see this pained expression on the creature's face. It's doesn't seem to be matching the aggressive stance they're taking with you. And you see like their face kind of almost twitch every once in a while. But that is going to end their turn, and you're up.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to make one attack at the bear.
Okay.
That is with my defender short sword a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And that's 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Make it.
Is this magic? Are your fists magical yet or no?
Yes, they are, but this is my defender short sword, so it is
okay, either
also
way.
magical.
Okay, cool. So how much damage? I'm sorry.
8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need to verify the open hand technique. Shoot. Whenever you hit a creature with one of the attacks granted by your flurry of blows. Okay. So the first 2 attacks won't do much.
Okay.
But my second attack is going to be throwing a dagger at Darius.
Okay.
That is a 15 plus 7 for 22.
And that'll definitely hit.
All right. That is 6 plus 3 for 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that interrupts whatever incantation he's doing. Just enough to make him start over at the very least. And then I'm going to burn a key point to do flurry of blows. One more attack to the bear.
Okay.
Werebear.
Warrior.
15 plus 7, 22.
That hits.
All right. That's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Counts as magical. However, open hand technique, you cannot take reactions.
Okay.
Second flurry of blows hit to the other person on the other side of me.
Okay.
That is an 18 plus 7.
That'll hit.
That's only 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
However, I am also going to make it so that they cannot take reactions.
Perfect.
And now I'm going to move to Darius.
As soon as you begin to move towards Darius, he is going to release the spell he was holding. So I need Clover and Gormrog to both roll dexterity saving throws.
That's my favorite.
Oh no! We both have evasion.
I was about to say.
Saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I rolled a natural 1.
No.
No!
4 on 11. But oh my god, what?
I got a 17.
Okay. So
I blame Hunter.
you save Gormrug. You're fine. But Clover, you take.
I love when he just sits there rolling dice for minutes at a time.
You take 28 lightning damage as he just fires off a lightning bolt from his hand, and you see that faint bit of bluey gray steel gripped in his palm as it
Now,
cackles
is that
fliciously.
full damage?
That was the full damage, so half that, so you're 14.
Okay.
But Gormrug, you are able to move. What's your speed?
45.
Okay. You're able to get right up to Darius.
Unfortunately, I have used all of my attacks. And that's action and bonus action. However, I am 2 levels into fighter. And I learned from the last fight, and I'm going to do action surge.
Okay.
Hydrate.
Hydrate. Ah, thank you,
Thank you,
Rara.
Rara. Jinx. Again.
So now 2 attacks on Darius with the Defender short sword.
Okay, go ahead and roll those attacks for me.
Let's go.
19 plus a bunch.
That hits.
Where's my short sword? Plus 10, so 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's
Just one quick point of order. As that lightning hits Clover, you see the worms kind of come out from his wound and begin to stitch together the wound on him.
Ew.
So just for that.
so for that first hit, it's 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And please make a dexterity saving throw.
That
DC
is
16.
An 11.
He is now prone.
Okay.
And now my final attack will be at advantage because he is prone. That is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Crazy.
That is a 12 points of piercing damage, and I'm going to burn 1 more key point. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Killer turn.
That is a 24.
Okay. All right. Nothing happens,
Okay.
but that was an attempt to stun him.
Okay.
I am done.
All right. He is going to use a legendary action. As you are close to him now, you see from the center of his torso this conglomeration of worms kind of gather up, wrap out towards you, and attempt to slam you. That is a lot. 23.
Uh-huh.
Does it hit? I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if I heard.
No. It's actually a miss.
Oh, okay.
Swing and a miss.
Never mind. You take
Oh.
6 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
6 damage. And a Constitution saving throw. That is not good. What is that? That is a 10.
Okay, as the worms hit you, you feel a few of them burrow into your body, burning you with this their skin alone, and you are poisoned for the next round.
And again. Poison. Where is that? Poison.
Disadvantage on attacks and ability checks.
Cool.
Okay, that leaves us to Finnick.
Okay. Right away, I'm going to cast haste on myself
Okay.
so that way I have my full movement. Well, my speed is doubled.
Yep.
So I have 60 feet, and then so that gets me to the top of the stairs?
Yep.
Cool. Then I can use my first action to dash
Okay.
to, am I able to get to Darius?
What's your speed?
60,
Yeah.
I believe.
Golly.
Yeah. Cool. And then for my regular action, bonus action, Vow of Enmity, and then action to attack with my greatsword. And because he's prone, I have advantage. So that'll be a 20, dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 9 points of slashing damage.
All
And also
right.
my Vow of Enmity is on Darius.
Okay. I don't have a Vow of Enmity thing, so.
But that basically means I can choose a creature I can see within 10 feet of me and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points.
Okay. All right. Does that end your turn?
Yeah. I'm just sort of like standing over him holding this great sword.
Yes. Okay. So that brings us to the end of the round. And it is at this point you hear next to you, Clover.
Oh god, not the drawer of minis.
You hear the door open as this normal looking human, not wearing any sort of armor, not carrying any weapons, kind of
You cut out.
this, as the door opens, you see this very normal looking individual, not wearing any sort of armor, not carrying any weapons, begin to make their way out. You see them kind of clutching their body. And as you get a look at them, you see their body is underneath their skin is writhing. You see every inch of their body is just snaking with movement. As they kind of look towards you, you see from around their eyes, these black worms begin to push out from the skin before they kind of topple over. And I need you to go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
These poor people. Darius is such a nuisance. That was a 26.
So you are able to avoid as suddenly this person pops as worms explode out around him as they are instantly destroyed. But these worms topple down to the ground. You see them kind of begin to snake away. Okay. That is going to end that. Top of the round. This person is going to move towards you, Whisper. Being the closest one, and they're going to go ahead and make their 2 attacks against you. That is a 12 for the crossbow and a 10 for the sword. Okay, so both attacks miss.
Wow. slippery like a fish.
Okay, well, that was all they could do. Clover, you're up.
I have not done this in a while, so I am very excited, but I'm going to slip and slide right underneath the Finnick and
Okay.
Pride. And from beneath Finnick, I will use my Defender Rapier to slash Darius with Booming Blade.
Okay, first roll
Let's go.
a stealth check for me.
Stealth, let's go. That was an 18 stealth.
Okay.
Okay. Then for my rapier, my 2 attack with the rapier was a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
That damage is 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 19 plus 7 is 26. Yeah. Okay, so it's 26 piercing damage,
Okay.
and then the booming blade is going to be 6 thunder damage.
All right. Does that end your turn?
It does.
Well, he's going to take another legendary action to go ahead and use a slam attack against you. That is a 18 to hit.
That's my armor class.
All right, so that hits.
I don't provide any cover for her, do I?
No, not when she's actively attacking through your legs.
Okay.
So that is 9 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Con save. Okay. 19?
19. Okay, so you are not poisoned. You feel the worms try to enter your skin, but you're quick enough to kind of brush them off of you before they're able to infect you. Does that end your turn?
It does.
It is now his turn. He's going to go ahead and stand up.
Aw.
And he is going to go ahead and pull his arms in tight before his mouth, like the vampires in Blade 2, kind of opens up. And he just vomits out worms towards Finnick, Gormrog, and Clover. I need all 3 of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Okay.
The spell does. Do spell do anything for me? I don't know words. Oh, I have advantage on dexterity saving throws. Perfect.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
I also got a 17.
Okay. So 17 is fail. So Clover, you're fine because of your evasion. So that's
Oh,
My
wait, I
evasion
can.
would make that half damage.
Yep. But
I can. I should save that. Never mind.
okay.
Stop rolling dice.
So
Bring it.
Finnick, you take 19 necrotic damage.
I am resistant to necrotic.
Okay, so you take half of that, which is
9 or 10.
9. Always round down.
Okay.
So you take 9 necrotic damage. Gormrog takes 9 necrotic damage. Clover takes none. But Gormrog and Finnick, you are both now blinded and restrained as these creatures cover you, and they just extending their bodies like spears stake into the ground.
Jesus. Speed is 0. Attack
You
rolls
also
against have advantage.
you also see him
Disadvantage on dex saves.
Not if I'm blind.
Clover, you see as he catches the two of them in this mass of writhing worms, you see his body begin to stitch itself back together again.
Sure.
Okay. That is going to be the end of his turn because he's enjoying where he's at right now, seeing his two victims held in front of him. Next up is Whisper.
Okay. The person in front of me, what are they?
The tiefling.
Okay, tiefling. Can I see Darius from where I'm at?
Yeah, you can see him from there.
And how far away is he? Less than 30 or 30 or less?
About 50 feet.
50? Really?
Yeah, really.
Dang. Okay. Well, that changes what I was going to do. I was counting wrong. No. If I get on the other side of this tiefling, that doesn't help me.
That would make
get
you
within
40
30
feet.
right?
Nope.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I gotta deal with this tiefling first.
Roll an insight check for me too, Whisper, as you're now face to
Yeah.
face with this person.
That is 19.
You can tell this person is being actively controlled by these worms. You see the pain in their eyes. They're like almost even all they can do is control their eyes at this point. You can see the begging in their eyes to help them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I am going to... Dang. Well, this sucks. I'm going to reach out to this tiefling and do the unholy kiss. Give them an unholy kiss.
Okay.
So they need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Good roll. 21.
Balls. Okay, well that saves. Nothing happens.
Okay.
I'll move on the other side of them, like that other corner though, but not enough to cause anything. I got nothing else I can do or want to do right now.
All right. That ends your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. The star spawn is going to use a legendary action. Finnick and Gormrog, you both take You take 15 necrotic damage.
Have 2-7.
Yeah.
Who
And
did that?
He
Darius.
just reaches a
Darius.
hand out and pulls in, and you see the worms just pulse against their bodies, Clover.
Was that a magic?
It's
So
not
that was a
magic.
So that was a physical attack that I witnessed.
It's him. Just it's an ability he has, as he's not touching them at all, but the worms are there.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Are you trying to figure out if it would spark a sentinel attack?
Well, with so many, yes, I was, but just in case Joe forgot, I could do Sentinel. I wasn't gonna say that out loud.
Sorry.
But
Also,
yes,
I'm.
I
Yeah,
was gonna
fuck it,
see
do
if I could
Sentinel. Go ahead.
I can?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I see him attack them, and I'm going to use my Defender Rapier once again to slash him.
Also, I maintain concentration on haste.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
11 plus 11. And then this is a new round, so let me get all my dices. 5, 10, 15, 19, 25. 32 damage.
Okay. It is going to be the turtle's turn now. He is going to go ahead and cast Thunder Wave. I need everyone, all three of you, to go ahead and make Constitution saving throws.
Sweet.
I'm good at those.
Not right now. We're not.
I'm not.
Hang on. Wait.
Oof.
Oh no, dexterity saving throws are the ones we have a problem
I
with.
rolled a 16.
Oh wait, what's my plus?
17 plus 3, dirty 20.
So +7 is gonna be a 26.
Okay, so all of you pass.
Oh.
You take
Question real quick. Where has Tristan been?
He's downstairs helping people get out.
Okay.
15 halved is 7. So you take 7 thunder damage,
Hey.
but you are not pushed back. At that point, he is going to... Not liking being this close. He's going to back up a little bit.
I don't get a reaction, do I?
You already
Wait,
used
was-
it for Sentinel.
Darius moving or the turtle moving?
The turtle.
The turtle.
Turtle.
Okay.
But that is going to end his turn. It is the werebear's turn now. They're going to rush out towards you, Whisper, and jump in front of you, and they're going to swing away. Oh, God. That's 25 to hit on the first attack. And a 17 to hit on the second attack.
Who are they attacking?
Whisper.
What was the first?
20,
They both-
25 and a 17.
Both hit.
Okay. So that's first one is 12 damage. And the
What type
second
of damage?
bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 5 on the second one.
Okay.
But actually, let me just see if I can get a natural 20 on any of these. Nope. Okay, you good. This should have been an advantage. All right. The start of your turn, Gormrog. You can
Am I
make
still...
you can
Sorry.
make you can
Yeah.
repeat your saving throw at the end of your turn, okay?
Okay. Am I still poisoned?
No, that ends after the one round.
Okay. But I am restrained and blinded.
Correct.
Okay. Attack rolls have disadvantage. Attack rolls have disadvantage. Okay. I'm going to attack Darius with my eyes closed.
Okay. So make your attacks at disadvantage.
Oh, come on. One of those was a natural 20. The other one is a 17.
That still hits.
Thank God for the Defender Short Sword having a +3 to attack and damage rolls. Unfortunately, the damage was a 1, so that's 7 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty.
Second attack. Oh, I dropped one of those. So that's a 12 and a 3 for a 13.
That does not hit.
And then I don't know where that D20 went. We'll get it after my turn. Bonus action attack. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Again, one of those would have been a natural 20. Lit. That's a 6, though, for a total of 12 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty.
And please make another dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, that's a 2 plus 1. Nope, plus 6. So that's
All right.
8.
He is prone again.
Alrighty. As you trip him once more in your blinded state, he drops down to the ground. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I didn't burn a key point, so it's only one bonus action attack.
All right. Make your saving throw for the worms.
What kind of save? Con?
A dex save,
Dex save.
which is at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. It's a 13 and a 16 with my bonus being +7 for a dirty 20.
All right. You are able to break free of the worms and you regain your sight in the process.
Yeah. All right. Back in business.
All right. Next up is you, Finnick.
Okay. I am going to take both my action and my hasted action to attack Darius. However, I know they are at disadvantage, but also
Because he's prone,
at
it's a flat
advantage.
roll. Yeah.
Yeah. I also hate that it doesn't stack because of my vow of enmity, but it's fine. So, first one is going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I'm also going to be using a 2nd level divine smite in that.
Ooh.
I'm fucking sick of this.
Fuck
Okay.
this guy.
So that's 8 slashing damage and 14 radiant.
Nice.
That was
Hell yeah.
a 2nd level. I have to double check divine smite. Okay. And then I will make my 2nd attack to do the same for a 22 to hit.
That'll
Let's
hit.
go. Fuck it. Let's go 3rd level divine smite. I don't like this guy. He hurt my friends. Okay. So 11 points of slashing damage,
Nice.
and then 19 points of radiant damage.
Oof. Okay, he's looking rough.
Good.
Good. Because the whole line of sight thing is really important.
Squash him.
What did you say?
I said squash him. Squash him like a bug.
I know, because thing is, I can do quicken spell, but so many of them require line of sight. So I'm unfortunately I can't do anything on my bonus action. So then I guess I'll just make it's a dexterity saving throw,
Yep, at disadvantage because you are restrained.
but at advantage because of haste.
Perfect. Thank
So
you so
flat
much.
roll. What's the DC for this? Because I have a +0 to dex.
It is a 19.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I rolled a 9.
Okay. So as you fail that saving throw, you see bits of his body begin to restitch themselves as he pulses through the worms.
Ew.
Gosh.
Ow.
I hate that he's able to do this.
Okay.
That's fine.
That is the end of the round. So, Whisper, you hear from behind you footsteps coming up the stairs. Finnick, is everything okay up here?
Nope.
No.
As you see Myra make her way up. So redheaded one I have. He appears at the top of the stairs. And she's gonna start moving this way.
Myra, fucking leave! Get out of here!
She gets 30 feet and walks past both of the enemies, neither of which swing at her. Whisper, what's your passive perception?
17.
As you see this woman you just met walk past you, you see her skin shifting beneath her. Something shifting beneath her skin.
No.
You see her kind of grip her stomach as she gets closer to Finnick. Fortunately enough, she didn't have enough movement to get directly to her. So you have one more round. Whisper, it is going to be the Tiefling's turn. She's going to go ahead and attack you with the longsword, which is a 19 to hit.
Yes, that hit.
And then the crossbow, which is a higher than that, that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, so you take 8 slashing damage, and then as the bolt pierces into your side, you take another 6 piercing damage.
No.
Oh, actually, those are both supposed to be at advantage too, because you are flanked. No natural 20. Okay. Next up is Clova.
I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Once again, will give him a good slash with my rapier with booming blade.
Okay.
Oh yeah, did he explode having stood up with booming blade?
16 plus 11. Someone help me with math. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb right now.
Yeah, what do you got?
I got you.
27 to hit.
Good job.
All right, and that's gonna be 16, 20, 24 plus 2 plus 7, 24 plus 7, 31 piercing damage, and then
Nice.
5 thunder damage.
Okay. As you bring the blade up and kind of jam it into this writhing body, you see the worms kind of reach out towards your hand as your blade penetrates into him before it explodes outwards with the sudden jolt of electricity. How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
For real? Okay, I want to say something to him because he has been my monster. And I'm gonna say, I'm not sure what happened in your past to give you the to make you believe that you have the confidence that you think that you've had, but you're nothing more than these leeches that you've been casting on us. You're slimy and you're small, and you don't get another chance to hurt any of the people that I love. And then I'm going to take my rapier, I'm going to smash him right in his chest.
As you slam the blade down into his chest, you see his hands kind of reach out to grab hold of the blade. And kind of,
You cut out.
what the fuck? Why am I cutting out? As you slam the blade into his chest, his hands kind of reach out and grab hold of the blade. And then you see this sickly grin start to cross across his cheek as this black ichor begins to ooze from his mouth, dripping down. He kind of, I'm sure we'll meet again, dear. We never did get to finish our interrogation. And you see his whole body like begin to separate at the seams as thousands of worms begin to just change his skin tone from white to black as they just slosh off of him. His whole body begins to just dissolve into worms, and they lay now everything just like a black writhing mass of a puddle begin to spread out on the floor around him. All of them kind of moving around in unison, moving down the hallway.
Kill him.
No,
Yeah.
don't like that.
Which way down the hallway?
Towards you, Whisper.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. It is his turn now.
He's not dead. God damn it.
There's
Same
a
thing
bunch of
happened with
worms
Valeria.
Dude, speech and everything.
Not fast though, as he only is just a pile of worms. Slides down the hall.
Dashing, he moves 10 feet. I'm making that up, but I'm hoping.
Moves 40 feet with the dash. He is within 5 feet of you now, Whisper, but he did not exit your melee range, so you don't get an attack of opportunity against him.
Did mine.
Yes, Gormrug and Clover, you both get attacks of opportunity. Oh, and Finnick, now that you are no longer restrained or blinded,
Oh, I'm not?
as he is no longer able to control the worms that are holding you, you all get attacks of opportunity against him.
Does
26.
he, since he moved, do I get my booming blade thunder damage?
Sure.
Okay. So that's not my opportunity attack,
Question.
that's just because he was booming bladed and he moved.
That's just damage.
Question.
5
does-
and 6 for a total of 11 damage
Okay.
thunder.
Okay.
Does my vow of enmity still maintain, even if he's that mass of worms?
I would say so. It's not like
Cool.
the creature, it's just his form has changed, not your
Okay.
enmity towards him.
For a 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Let's go another second level divine smite because fuck you. 7 points of slashing and 17 points of radiant. Let's go.
How do you guys want to do this?
Explode.
They attempt to ride their way down the hallway.
Squash, squash.
Now that I can see and like seeing them swirling away, I just like swing over the great sword, and as I bring it down, the divine smite just like jumps from each one to each one down the hallway until they're all burnt.
You smell the like swamp water being burnt as these
Ew.
slimy
hate that.
creatures are bursting into this white divine fire as it explodes down the hallway. Your thunder exploding a good portion of them as well, Clover, as Gormrog, you just kind of start stomping on a few of these little fuckers. But as you see the whole mass of creatures kind of begin to slowly stop worming, and they all begin to evaporate off into the distance. The turtle, Mira, the werebear, and the tiefling all instantly drop to the ground unconscious.
Are we still in initiative?
There is nothing
no?
left to fight, so
Because I want to... Sorry, I was just going to immediately run up to Mira and do a first level Cure Wounds
okay.
for 10 points of healing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I make a medicine check on literally any of them?
Everyone, yeah.
Yes.
I'll go to the turtle since I'm right there.
Yes. Okay, so you all go over to your various people and begin to check on them. They are still breathing, though as you're kind of grasping hold of them and checking them out, you see the worms kind of pushing out from all the corners of their skins and like just evaporating into the air as they hit it.
Disgusting. And yeah, I'm just sort of like holding Mira close. Like I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't want this to happen.
Nick, it's psychic. They were, whatever that thing was, it was talking through my mouth. I saw everything that was happening, and I just wanted to tell you.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Oh, I really am glad to see you, though.
Did everyone get out okay?
Yeah, I think so. Your friend downstairs was helping make sure they all got out. He was yelling at a lot of them.
He's kind of loud like that. Let's get everybody cleaned up. Get things cleaned up.
Thank you.
And I help her to her feet.
Okay. Whisper, the two around you are unconscious for the moment, but they are breathing. Clover and Gormrog, the turtle, is kind of there, like face down on the ground. His body starts to like slowly retract into his shell, as it just instinctually when he's sleeping. Gormrog and Clover, almost called you Grover. You see this shard of metal in the space where Darius was. This grayish blue bit of steel seated there on the ground.
Yeah, immediately. I'll go ahead and just to be cautious, I'm going to cast my mage hand to pick it up, but immediately I'm going to pick it up with my mage hand and pull it in fairly close to myself. It is now in my possession. I mean, not in my possession forever, but just for the moment while we figure out what to do with it.
We could put it in the bag of holding too.
When I saw you, I was going to ask you to put it in the bag of holding, but you're on the other side of the hallway.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yes, Clover will walk over to put it in the bag of holding.
Meanwhile, for the werebear and the tiefling, I'll also just do like a point each of lay on hands.
Okay. Easy enough. They're able to regain consciousness, though they look pretty fucked up at this point, having just gotten their asses handed to them.
You're fine. I don't say that, but you're fine.
Okay. What's the plan, everyone?
Everyone here is alive. We have the shard.
We do. Good job, guys.
You did great.
I didn't
Clover.
even get to hit anything.
Okay. Okay.
I think I was the one who wanted to fight the most.
No, I wanted to fight.
And then I'm just gonna sit down in the hallway
You want some
because
fish?
I am pretty severely bloodied at this point.
I will. Fuck it. I'll use a 4th level cure wounds.
Food tastes better when you're bloody.
What?
It's true.
Oh no! I dropped a D8. It's fine. I got more.
I know we have.
No, go ahead. You're fine. I gotta do math.
I know we have to rush to get back because Sam and Rainer are gonna be at Vasselheim any time now. But do you think that maybe we can just sit on the dock for a few minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gormrog,
I'd like
22.
Thank you. I am now a little over half health.
I wouldn't mind sitting on the dock.
Yeah, I'd like to sit for a bit.
Maybe we can talk about what we're gonna do with this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have to go back to
Um,
Vasselheim?
I mean, that's where the Earth primordial resides.
No matter where we go, Sam and Raynor are gonna follow us. No
That's-
matter
yeah.
where we stop, they're going to destroy it. And we can't just keep hopping from place to place, causing destruction because of them.
I just don't like Vasselheim all that much.
I mean, that's fair.
Fair, valid.
I don't like Vasselheim either.
It's not that I don't want to
But-
stop them. Yeah, that was my reasoning was more like Vasselheim wasn't appreciative
No,
or
I
like
know. I think
scared.
I'm just throwing myself a pity party because I'd like to stay here too, but I know we have to go back.
We can always come back later too.
when
But also, hey Myra, you know of any nice meadows or fields nearby?
Meadows or fields?
Just someplace with grass.
I mean,
Mm.
anywhere just outside would be. There's grass there. I mean, but if you're looking for, I don't, there's if you're looking for something like to relax though, it's nothing better than Dalen's closet.
What?
There's nothing better than
Dalen's closet.
if you're looking for somewhere to relax.
I just made a friend a promise that I wanted to keep. And I look over at Clover.
You know, as much as I'd love to roll down a hill right now, I think what sounds really fun to me is jumping into the ocean. Do you think we
Um,
can do that?
I'm
Myra,
kinda
is that
into it.
safe? Myra, is that safe?
Yeah, of course it's safe. I mean, I'd be a little worried about hooks, but if as long as you're not doing it right off the dock, should be fine.
What do you guys say?
I'm in.
Yeah.
I think I know a spot.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll slide Mira just like an extra like 50 gold. Just like I'm
She just pushes it back. It's fine. You saved my life. I think we're square.
I know. I feel bad and trying to make it right.
You're fine, Finnick. I'm glad you're doing well.
I'm glad you are too. Sorry about the I would say mess, but
It's fine. Go enjoy yourselves. If you need a place to stay, we have a room for you.
and I just give her a big hug.
Hugs you back. With that, you all kind of gather yourselves, find that white, sanded, shored beach. You all are able to enjoy the rest of the evening, basking in
I'm
the
a
sun.
seal.
As Whisper becomes a seal, just but you all are able to take some time enjoying the warm waters of the city, and that is where we were going to call it for the evening. Having recovered another blade and finally taken down Darius.
Yes. What a pass.
Thank you,
man.
everyone. It was a good, nice. For those of you that are joining us, I'm glad you got to come in on this game. We got a little bit of roleplay, a little bit of combat, a little bit of fun.
You cut out, my guy.
Cut
What
out
the
again.
fuck?
Oh, but we heard that perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm glad. For those of you that are just joining us for the first time tonight, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for checking us out. If you saw us at Gen Con, hope you enjoyed the show. You got to see a little bit of combat, a little bit of roleplay, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of the things that we kind of do here on this channel. And I'm
Cut out
cut out
again.
again. I saw it happen. What the fuck is going on here?
Love it. I think you got the gist of that one.
Oh my god.
Just your friendly reminder, because I know I won't cut out. Next week we have Forging Fates on Monday and QPD on Wednesday, and then this Friday is the Crit Awards, which will be streamed over on the Crit Awards Twitch channel at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Okay.
So, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Let's go raid a channel.
Let's go raid a channel. Stick
Yeah.
around for the raid. We're gonna go to our ending screen, and then we're gonna go raid someone. So stick around for that. And remember, love geeks. Good night.